Hello Capricorn, and welcome to your weekly intuitive reading. I hope that you're doing well. We are post-eclipse season energy now. So we've made it through the solar and lunar eclipses. And now we are in the energy of cleanup. Taking out the trash in the mind, letting go of what is no longer in alignment with us, clearing out a lot of karma. And we have Uranus in a tight conjunction to the sun as I'm reading this today. So there's a lot of unexpected illuminations as it of the self, the sun. Who we think we are or how we see ourselves. So let's see what comes through for you, Capricorn. This is for sun, moon, or rising in the sign of Capricorn. Keep in mind, these are general messages, so take what resonates for you and leave the rest. Check with your moon or rising signs, or check with all of the other zodiac to see what may be standing out for you, as there are messages in all of them for all of us. If you would like to book a personal one-on-one reading with me, you can do so on my website. That is BeTheChange333.com. The information is in the description box below this video. All right, Capricorn, let's see what comes through for you. There's been a lot of interference lately. There are many souls who are waking up to their true self, their true nature. Yet there's a lot of other energies that are really working hard to pull them back into the old paradigm, the old beliefs, the old stories, the pain. There are others who are having a hard time letting go of their pain as they feel defined by it. They feel empowered by it. But that is a trick. So if you're one who has, I read symbology through life. Birds, for example. If you have crows that are coming to speak to you recently, or blue jays, or both, they are messengers that are telling you, pay attention to your thoughts, pay attention to where your thoughts are taking you, negative thoughts. And the blue jays, those are warnings of trickster energies that are coming in and trying to take over. So the card that came out is my capacity to tune into the energy of love gives me the words I need when I'm ready to speak up. The compassion I need when it's time to forgive, and the power I need when I am lost. Tune in to the energy of love. You will be given the words that you need when you're ready to speak up. You will be given the compassion you need when it's time to forgive, and the power that you need when you feel lost. Okay, so let's dive right into it. As I was telling Taurus in their video, the way I'm feeling this energy now, the week after eclipses, is kind of like learning to ride a bicycle. And in the beginning, we're given training wheels so that we can kind of feel how to balance on our own. The training wheels will touch when we start to tip one way or the other. And so we're in this training wheel moment, but those training wheels will be taken off. And we will be tested again to see how well we balance ourselves and the energies that we are always swimming in. It is really important to bring yourself to balance, into alignment with yourself, and into the tuning into the energy of love, self-love and self-compassion, but then expanding that outwardly, the ability to see the self in all, even if it's an old version of yourself that you've definitely let go of or grew out of. This is karmic. Karma is, what you put out there into the world or towards another person or towards anything will come back. It's not a quick boomerang effect either. Not always. Sometimes it can take many, many, many years. So a lot of us are experiencing karma coming back from 20, 30, from a very long time ago. Just to get an idea, just to see, that helps with the compassion. I used to be this way too. I used to see the world this way too. I used to see myself this way too. I no longer do, but I have compassion for where you are. That kind of thing. That's how it's meant to be, although a lot of us take these things personally. And the one thing that you learn, that I've learned on the spiritual journey, is to not take things so personally or literally. The way that I read energy is much more expansive, and sure, there's times on my journey I take things literally and personally too. I am a human being. However, it doesn't take me very long to snap out of that. Queen of Cups. Beautiful. Getting in alignment with how you feel, your feelings, your heart, your compassion, empathy, self-love. Finding that you are able to regulate the high highs and the low lows of this energy that we're all in, because it's very intense. And when we have the high rush, they are high, especially as I'm reading today, this Uranus and the sun conjunct can bring high frequency, can really elevate us, but it can also elevate the ego. The ego grabs onto that and thinks, I'm powerful. This is not an I am. This is raising us up out of the garbage, out of the dark, out of the sludge. So I see that that's a beautiful thing, Capricorn. Emotionally regulating yourself. Tuning into the energy of love and compassion. This is your true power. So whatever your ego told you was a false sense of power, you're learning about that as well. False sense of power. The things I have, the things I possess, the money I have, this could even just be ego. The physique I have. Feeling like I'm better than everyone else. Now, the King of Pentacles is also grounded and stable, but this is a false pretense of what makes you feel safe, secure, and grounded in this material world. So be mindful of this. King of Wands. I like this energy. That's interesting. This card does not belong in this deck, but it is a tower. You may have had a tower moment, something completely come apart, and like you feel like you just exploded into a million pieces. And what is left is the true authentic self, in tune and in nature with the emotions, feeling confident and stable within yourself, grounded. And a lot of the self-esteem and the will and the drive to take action when needed, to know when it's time to rest and when it is time to act, because the King of Wands acts on his intuition. Doesn't just randomly act out of ego or fear or anything like that. All right, 7 of Wands, so a lot of perseverance. Okay. Ace of Wands. All right, I like this. Got a new idea. Some new inspiration has crept in. It's been a tough ride. It's been rocky. You've been persistent, persevering through the challenges. You may have had a little bit too much of a fight in you, but I feel like that tower that crept out helped diminish that. You may be guarded still because there's been a lot of energy that's been working with you. But you're pushing through. 6 of Cups below that. So there's some memories of the past, good memories of the past that are driving you. I want to get back to this happy place that I was at. Maybe with some soul family, people that you resonate with and celebrate life with. All right. So let's talk about the Queen of Cups for Capricorn. You may have felt like you lost your way at some point on the journey, which we all do. The Lovers. Okay, beautiful. There is a connection that you resonate with deeply, that you've already connected with. And this energy is assisting you in really getting in tune with your emotions and allowing yourself to regulate your emotions instead of letting your emotions take over you. So this is an energy that is also within you. This is, first and foremost, your relationship with yourself and with Spirit, Source, God. Masculine, feminine energies within self coming together. Knowing how to regulate the emotions, understanding them, knowing when to take action and when not to. Ten of Swords. Something's come to an end. A closing of some sort. Starting to understand the lessons that were laid on your path. Instead of engaging with a lot of the drama and other stuff that was really just designed to help you get out of your own way and shift. Knave of Wands in reverse. There may be an energy that you still, I'm reading the King of Pentacles more of ego, the ego protector. I'm good with myself. I don't need anybody else. That attitude, possibly for you, may hinder your ability to create your next direction, to be confident in I'm moving, I'm shifting my path, right? Upright is I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm letting all the old go, all fall away. But in reverse, the ego is still in charge. So be mindful of that. Be mindful of that. The ego is your protector. The aspect within you that thinks that it is protecting you from harm, from making unwise choices. However, the way the ego protects it, the ego hides the truth from you, of yourself. So that is something that you may still be working through or learning about. This is a very humbling journey where Source, God, Spirit really starts speaking to us, putting us in our place as far as our entitlement, what we deserve. Yeah, it's humbling. So pay attention to how life is speaking to you. Because you don't want your ego to drive yourself into the new path. That will be just a whole nother, you do what you want, but it could be a whole nother group of challenges to understand. Ace of Chalices with the King of Wands. So what drives you to take action now is what fills your heart up. Your heart and soul fills you up with joy and love and passion and peace and play, happiness. That is what you're acting towards. That is the goal and the direction that your soul is guiding you towards. And the King of Wands is picking up on those intuitive hits and is like, yeah, I think it's time to go towards my happy place, my happiness. I am no good to anyone or myself when I cannot tune into the energy of love. The Sun. The Sun, the Ace of Wands. So the Sun is inspiring you. The Sun is, what's inspiring you is your own vital life force energy, your own vitality, your own happiness, joy. And this could also be from the actual solar flares that are coming through on a daily basis as well. The High Priestess in reverse with the Seven of Wands is the more guarded you are, the more you keep pushing away what life is bringing your way, instead of allowing it to dissolve. There's one thing to just let go and let Source take over. There's another thing to like fight back or put boundaries up because you're not trusting the process. High Priestess, this is deep inner wisdom that you may keep to yourself. It's secretive, but you're not even tapping into that energy when you are pushing back or guarded or waiting for the next fight, the next challenge. I'm reading it as perseverance as well, but perseverance, you want to tap into your emotions so that you can read your deep ancient knowledge that you possess. Battle between the head and the heart. The head is strong, but the heart is powerful. Be aware, there are many energies on this planet that are constantly trying to pull us out of our heart. Our heart energy is so powerful. There are institutions, the Heart Math Institution, for example. There are institutions and groups that focus solely on the heart and the heart energy because how strong and powerful it is. for healing, for great change, and there are many energies and entities on this planet that are trying to keep us from getting in connection with our heart. The energy of love. The more you're aware of that, the more you will stop playing their games. Rise above and see it from a much bigger perspective. Emotional withdrawal. Okay, beautiful. So whatever tower, whatever experiences that you've had that really zapped you back in touch with your emotions and allowing you to regulate your own emotions, get in connection with yourself, unity within self, it has required you to emotionally withdraw from the drama, from the trauma, from the pain, and really pull yourself back into yourself. And I'm noticing the spiral or the nautilus. This is cyclic. This is a cycle that you have repeated many times over. And each time you gain a little more about yourself. You learn a little bit more about yourself. You gain a little more wisdom, knowledge, understanding. Tell me about this King of Pentacles. This King of Pentacles could still be your challenge, your ego, your perception of the material world, and how your logical mind is taking things at face value as fact. It may be keeping you stuck on the same path that you've been on in this spiral of life. So the importance is to know the difference between the head and the heart. Know when you're being pulled out of the heart energy and into the head, and stand your ground with your spirit team. Don't let the material world take you over. It is an illusion. I know that's hard to hear. The more experiences you have where you see that, you think you're made to believe that things are concrete and real because we can touch them and, you know, they are existing, sure, yet they are not concrete. They are not forever. What is forever is you, your soul, your spirit, you with you. We are spiritual beings in these human physical vessels. Simply, we are eternal. Our energy, our spirit is eternal. So there's a way that you're viewing, but your soul is really standing its ground here. So it is kind of a little bit of a battle. I wouldn't say stuck, but you're in this space where you're not quite ready to move in a new direction yet. There may be things that are still pulling you back into the place that you have been. People, places, things, beliefs, being attached to the pain body. Some people get energized by their pain body, but that's not a beautiful life to live. That's a life of hurt and pain, anger, sorrow. And we continue to perpetuate it over and over and over again. It takes over our minds. It takes over our emotions. Obstacles and challenges. So through your obstacles and challenges that life brings you, this has really accentuated the need and the desire to only take action towards what truly fills your heart and soul up and brings you your peace and love and joy and happiness and play, especially within your emotions, how you feel. You may have chosen or went in the direction of past situations that you may have felt obligated towards. Look at that, hope with the Sun and the Ace of Wands. You have a lot of supportive energy right now, supporting these new beliefs, new ideas, new realizations. And this is inspiration. I'm going to do this different this time. And we have the shadow at the bottom. So you are still meeting with your shadow, learning about your shadow, doing some shadow work. As the blue jay is coming by, the tricksters. Your shadow could be playing tricks on you. We have temptation below that. And the shadow will tempt us back into old patterns, old beliefs, old ways. And the more and more we do this, in and out, you start to realize how you feel. How I feel when I'm tempted back. How I feel when I go forward into something new. So try not to let the material world, the ego, fool you. Do you hear them? The blue jays, they are talking. Blue jays are the tricksters. I'm going to pull an oracle for you from the Starseed Oracle to wrap this reading up. I do ask that if you like this video, would you please click that thumbs up like video, as YouTube has yet again changed the algorithm on all of us content creators. So the more of you who actually do like the video, if you click that thumbs up, the like button, it really truly helps with the algorithms. And feel free to comment all that you'd like, because that also assists with it. And I love reading your comments. Please be mindful of the words that you choose to use in your comments. There are others that are also on this journey as well. But I greatly appreciate all of you who take the time to do that. I really, truly do. And if you're not subscribed, please subscribe. Okay. Advice for Capricorn. I like this. We have star bathing, light body, crystal grid, transmission, activation. Oh, I have a sensation that you are getting multiple activations at this time as well. Many of us are. So if that's resonating with you, congratulations. And that is definitely a new sensation that can take over us, but we still have a choice to make. We can't play both sides of the fence anymore. It just isn't working. So we must pick. And I feel like the biggest challenge for you right now, Capricorn, is letting go of this material world. There might be some fear that brings up, what if I go with my heart and my soul? How am I going to survive financially and all of that stuff? That's definitely something that we all go through, for sure. You're not alone in that. But follow your heart. Star bathing. Follow your heart and life will align with your heart. Things will line up for you. Okay. The stars are constantly showering emanations onto the crystalline grid of the earth. When things are in balance, the planet also sends information back up to the stars. Many starseeds have come to Earth at this time to help shift the planet vibrationally, to activate the ancient codes of wisdom that humanity has forgotten. And all of that information is stored in the crystalline grid. if you pull this card, you may be being called to begin working with the stars and the crystalline grid of the earth. Some people believe that the crystalline grid of the earth anchors divine cosmic frequencies onto the planet. You may be guided to journey to particular places on earth to unlock these cosmic codes with your presence. You may also be interested in a practice called star bathing. This card commonly arises because you're here to connect with the crystalline grid of Earth, either in your hometown or by traveling to other places without quite knowing why. It also can mean that your light body, the energy body in its highest form, is being activated. If this resonates, take things extra slow in order to integrate this change of vibration. Yeah, the sun twice, I'm picking that up too. Your energy, your vibration is changing rapidly, and you hold a high frequency of vibration. You may have had some random trips to different places, either in your, outside of your, local trips or big trips, to other countries, other states, other areas. And we all are. I've been placed in many places too, because just our energy being there with the ley lines, with the energy of the planet in that specific area, there's activations that are going on. So this is also why we're really taught to go with the flow and listen to life, listen to the energy, where it's directing and guiding us, because our minds get in the way, our programming gets in the way, and we really screw up our soul's journey. In a way, I mean, we're also learning a lot, so it's not really screwing up. There's no wrong moves, but the intention of the soul, if you can follow that instead of what the material world and the mind is telling you, and that is no easy thing to do. You're getting there. There's just this one area of life that may still be causing a bit of a hiccup, but you're getting in touch with the shadow. Be mindful of the energy is going to be pulling you back, tempting you back into old patterns, old habits, old ways that are not in alignment with you anymore. Never really have been, but we had to have those experiences. So again, it's time to have compassion and forgiveness for yourself and for others, and really leave it all, and let life guide you, direct you in where you're headed to next, because it is, we've got the sun, it's beautiful energy here. So I hope that this was helpful for you, Capricorn, and I'm sending you out so much love. Take care. Bye.